What does it take for a real knockout puncher to get the job done?
Well, there's certain kind of knockout punches. There's something, being a big man really doesn't matter. It has no significance in knocking out someone.
As you heard, being big has no significance in the knockout power of the punch. It all depends on how quick you catch the other guy. And that depends on how you confuse him and occupy his mind with other punches. Based on what we have covered so far, we can divide the setup of a knockout punch into 3 categories. Multiple punch.
When there's combination punches, and when you throw punches, and you keep his mind preoccupied with the body punches, and the other 2 punches that come to the head are the knockout punches.
As Mike said, it could be multiple body shots that distract him, or a single punch that lowers his guard. The art of distraction is crucial for creating openings to land powerful knockout punches. Body shots are an essential component of this arsenal. They serve multiple purposes. They weaken your opponent by sapping their energy, disrupt their rhythm, and force them to lower their guard, which creates openings for headshots. One effective strategy is to use body shots to occupy your opponent's mind and set up an overhand right. This technique relies on a combination of strategic targeting, timing, and deception. Single punch.
And then again, there's one-punch knockout punches, which they throw one punch to the body, boom, and then the other punch to the head, which again, the opponent's mind is so preoccupied on the one punch, which rattles him just a little bit, and then that's when the other punch comes in.
We talked about the use of multiple punches, but all it could take is one punch to land your blow. Single punches, when used strategically, can effectively occupy your opponent's mind and create openings for a knockout punch by utilizing jab crosses, low jabs to overhand rights, and crosses to the body followed by left hooks to the face. You can disrupt your opponent's defense and exploit their reactions. Jab crosses are a classic combination where you start with a quick jab to the head, followed by a powerful cross. The jab serves to measure distance, distract your opponent, and break their guard if they have any. By consistently using the jab, you can occupy your opponent's mind, forcing them to focus on blocking or countering it. As they become preoccupied with defending the jab, you can surprise them with a swift cross, exploiting any gaps in their defense. The cross to the body followed by a hook to the face is another strategic combination. The cross to the body serves to weaken your opponent and draw their guard down. As they focus on protecting their midsection, you swiftly transition to a left hook aimed at their face. Having your head off the center line while performing this can immensely increase your chances of landing your hook without getting hit. This combination creates a dilemma for your opponent, making it difficult for them to effectively defend both areas simultaneously. Feints. Another point that Mike didn't mention is that you can use feints instead of punches to make the knockout punch invisible. While he never mentioned it, we can see him use this with his overhand right setups, throwing a low jab feint and knocking out his rivals with the overhand right. The low jab to overhand right is an effective way to exploit your opponent's reaction to a perceived threat. The low jab targets the midsection, drawing your opponent's attention and forcing them to lower their guard. As their focus shifts downward, you quickly follow up with an overhand right, aiming for the head. This sudden change in target zones catches your opponent off guard, increasing the chances of landing a clean hit. Using feints create the illusion of an attack, causing your opponent to react. Using this concept, you can execute a feint or a quick jab to the body, drawing their guard down, and immediately follow up with a powerful overhand right to the head. In both street fights and boxing, the type of punch you throw significantly impacts the knockout power of your punch. This means that some punches may be better for knocking out than others. Let's now go through some types of these and how you can execute it the best way possible. The cross is a powerful, straight punch thrown with the rear hand. Often used as a knockout punch, its effectiveness stems from its direct line of attack and the power generated from the rotation of the body. it is the punch that generally generates the most power. The combination of its speed, precision, and momentum makes the cross an excellent punch for delivering knockout blows, especially when timed perfectly as a counterpunch. Muhammad Ali was famous for his quick and powerful cross punches. His lightning-fast crosses were a key component of his strategy, often used to set up combinations and keep his opponents on the defensive. Ali's ability to throw the cross with precision and speed made it a devastating weapon in his arsenal. The hook is a punch thrown in a circular motion, targeting the side of your opponent's head or body. It's highly effective for knockout power due to its ability to bypass your opponent's guard and deliver significant force from an unexpected angle. The hook's power comes from the rotation of the body and the leverage generated by the bent arm. By keeping your arm close to your body and using your legs and hips to drive the punch, you can generate a powerful, compact force that can bypass an opponent's guard and deliver a knockout blow. Joe Frazier, known for his relentless style, had a devastating left hook that he famously used to floor Muhammad Ali in their first fight. Frazier's left hook was not only powerful, but also delivered with impeccable timing, making it one of the most feared punches in boxing history. The uppercut is an upward punch targeting your opponent's chin or body. Often used at close range, it can be a devastating knockout punch if landed correctly, as it targets the chin or jaw with an upward force that can snap the head back and cause a knockout. In an uppercut, your fist should travel in an upward arc, striking your opponent from below. The upward motion combined with the rotation of your body allows you to generate significant force. The uppercut's power comes from the upward motion and the use of the legs to drive the punch. By bending your knees and rotating your hips, you can generate a powerful upward force that can knock your opponent off balance and deliver a knockout blow. Mike Tyson was known for his powerful uppercuts, which he used to devastating effect. Tyson's uppercuts were delivered with such speed and power that they often ended fights with a single well-placed punch. His ability to generate explosive force from close range made his uppercut one of the most feared weapons in his repertoire. The overhand punch is a looping punch thrown with the rear hand, often targeting your opponent's head from above. It's effective for bypassing your opponent's guard and can be a powerful knockout punch, especially when your opponent's guard is up high. The overhand's power comes from the rotational force and the downward angle of the punch. By combining the rotation of the hips and shoulders with the forward momentum of the punch, you can generate significant force that can penetrate an opponent's guard and deliver a knockout blow. Deontay Wilder is known for his powerful overhand right, which he has used to knock out many of his opponents with a single punch. Wilder's overhand right is delivered with such speed and force that it often catches opponents off guard, making it one of the most devastating punches in his arsenal. Body shots target the midsection of your opponent, including the ribs, solar plexus, and liver. While not always used as knockout punches, well-placed body shots can weaken your opponent and create openings for headshots. The rotation of your body and the use of your legs allow you to generate significant force. The power of body shots comes from the rotation of the body and the use of the legs to generate force. By targeting vital areas like the ribs and liver, you can cause significant damage and weaken your opponent. Well-placed body shots can sap an opponent's energy, disrupt their rhythm, and force them to lower their guard, creating openings for headshots. Gennady Golovkin is known for his devastating body shots, which he uses to break down his opponents over the course of a fight. Golovkin's relentless and powerful body shots wear down his opponents, making it easier for him to land knockout blows to the head. Delivering a devastating blow that leaves the guy sleeping is important, but there is something more essential: the recovery from the punch. We will cover that at the end of the video, so stay by. Punching by itself and its purpose is pointless if you don't go by the fundamental techniques of it. Now it is time we go over the crucial points and mechanics that make up a knockout punch. It all lies in its precise execution, which involves 5 key factors. First, proper mechanics are essential. The power of a cross punch comes from the rotation of the hips and shoulders. Fully extending the arm ensures that the punch lands with maximum reach and impact. Your fist should rotate so that your palm faces downward at the point of contact, allowing it to bypass an opponent's guard and deliver significant force from an unexpected angle. The power of a hook comes from the rotation of the body and the leverage generated by the bent arm. Your fist should travel in a horizontal arc, striking your opponent from the side. This rotational motion allows you to generate significant force, leveraging the power of your entire body. The power of an uppercut starts from the ground up. By bending your knees slightly and lowering your weight, you engage your legs to generate force. As you extend your legs upward, you drive the punch from the ground up, using the strength of your legs to add power to the punch. When it comes to an overhand punch, its sheer force comes from the downwards trajectory of the punch, making it devastating. 2. The target area plays a vital role in making a knockout punch. The effectiveness of a knockout punch largely depends on the specific area of the opponent's body where the punch lands. Understanding the anatomy and vulnerability of these target areas can significantly enhance the impact and potential to knock out the opponent. The chin and jaw are among the most effective target areas for a knockout punch. A punch to the chin or jaw causes the head to snap back or to the side, leading to a sudden acceleration and deceleration of the brain inside the skull. This rapid movement can result in a temporary loss of consciousness, often referred to as a knockout. The chin and jaw are particularly vulnerable because the impact disrupts the brain's normal functioning, causing the opponent to lose their balance and coordination. The temple is another highly sensitive area for knockout punches. The bone in this region is relatively thin, and a punch to the temple can cause significant disorientation and potentially a knockout. The temple houses several vital blood vessels and nerves, and a forceful impact can lead to a disruption in the blood flow to the brain, resulting in a loss of consciousness. The temple's vulnerability makes it a prime target for hooks and overhand punches. The solar plexus is a collection of nerves located in the upper abdomen, just below the ribcage. A punch to the solar plexus can disrupt the opponent's breathing and cause intense pain. The impact can temporarily incapacitate the opponent, making it difficult for them to continue fighting. While not always resulting in a knockout, a well-placed punch to the solar plexus can weaken the opponent significantly and create openings for further attacks. The liver is located on the right side of the body, just below the ribcage. A punch to the liver can cause excruciating pain and a sudden drop in blood pressure, leading to a temporary paralysis known as a liver shot. The liver's position makes it a prime target for body shots, particularly from hooks or uppercuts. A liver shot can be debilitating and often results in the opponent being unable to continue the fight. 3. Timing and precision are crucial. Timing a punch to coincide with an opponent's attack can amplify its impact significantly. When you throw a punch as a counter, you take advantage of the opponent's forward momentum, effectively doubling the force of your strike. Precision in your punches means minimal wasted energy. Each punch should be delivered with a clear target in mind, using the shortest path to get there. This efficiency not only conserves energy but also increases the likelihood of landing a clean, powerful shot. When timing and precision are combined, they create a synergy that can transform a regular punch into a knockout blow. For example, a precisely timed uppercut delivered just as the opponent lowers their guard can lead to an immediate and dramatic end to the fight. Similarly, a cross thrown with perfect timing to intercept an opponent's movement can have a devastating effect, especially if it lands squarely on the chin or jaw. The fourth landing on the knuckles is important for maximizing the impact and reducing the risk of injury. When a punch lands with the first 2 knuckles, the force of the punch is concentrated on a smaller surface area. This focused delivery of power ensures that the energy generated by your body's mechanics is transferred efficiently to the target. The smaller the surface area on which the force is concentrated, the greater the impact on that area. By using the first two knuckles, the punch can penetrate deeper into the target, causing more damage and increasing the likelihood of stunning or knocking out the opponent. The bones supporting the first two knuckles, the metacarpals and phalanges, are stronger and better aligned with the forearm. This alignment allows the force of the punch to travel in a straight line through the bones of the hand, wrist, and arm. When a punch lands on these knuckles, the energy is transmitted effectively from the body to the opponent, maximizing the impact of the punch. Proper bone alignment also ensures that the force is distributed evenly, reducing the chances of breaking smaller, weaker bones in the hand. Landing a punch with the knuckles ensures that the hand and wrist remain in a stable and strong position. When the knuckles make contact, the wrist is less likely to bend or twist, which reduces the risk of sprains, fractures, or other injuries. The bones supporting the first two knuckles are better equipped to absorb and distribute the impact of a punch. This proper distribution of force minimizes the stress on individual bones and joints, reducing the likelihood of fractures or breaks. 5. Lastly, the element of surprise can enhance the effectiveness of the punch. One way the element of surprise enhances a punch is by disrupting the opponent's rhythm and timing. Boxers often establish a predictable pattern or tempo in their movements and attacks. When an opponent becomes accustomed to a certain rhythm, they can anticipate and defend against incoming punches more effectively. By introducing unexpected punches or altering the pace suddenly, a boxer can break this predictability. This disruption forces the opponent to adjust on the fly, making it more difficult for them to anticipate attacks, thereby increasing the chances of landing a clean and effective punch. Combining the element of surprise with precise targeting enhances the potential for a punch to be impactful, or even fight-ending. An unexpected punch aimed at a vulnerable area, such as the chin, jaw, or temple, is more likely to result in a knockout, as the opponent is less likely to brace for or deflect the blow. The lack of anticipation means the opponent's muscles are relaxed rather than tense, and their defensive mechanisms are not engaged, amplifying the effect of the punch. We covered all the points that make up a knockout punch to its depth. But wait, what if a boxer misses the punch they committed their full energy and body to? Then what? Mastering the recovery can turn this fleeting vulnerability into an opportunity, making the recovery as effective as the punch. The first crucial aspect of recovery is maintaining balance. A missed knockout punch can throw a boxer off balance due to the force and commitment behind it. An effective recovery involves quickly regaining footing and returning to a guarded stance. This swift repositioning ensures that you're not exposed to counterattacks. Legendary fighters often display an uncanny ability to snap back into position, ready to defend or launch the next attack. A missed punch can serve as a deceptive tactic. When you recover swiftly, you can catch your opponent off guard. They might expect you to be off balance and attempt to capitalize, only to find you poised and ready. This surprise can create openings for counterstrikes. For instance, after a missed overhand right, seamlessly transitioning into a left hook can be unexpectedly effective, leveraging the momentum from the initial punch. Conserving energy is crucial and, in some cases, vital in the stamina testing rounds of boxing. A controlled recovery prevents unnecessary energy expenditure. Instead of flailing or stumbling after a missed punch, a smooth recovery allows you to stay composed, saving energy for critical moments later in the fight. Efficient movement reduces fatigue and maintains your power and speed throughout the bout. Historical figures in boxing exemplify the power of effective recovery. Muhammad Ali was renowned for his agility and ability to recover from missed punches with elegance, often using his movement to taunt and tire opponents. Sugar Ray Leonard utilized rapid recovery to maintain relentless pressure, turning missed strikes into dazzling combinations. In modern boxing, Vasyl Lomachenko is celebrated for his footwork and recovery speed, seamlessly weaving offense and defense. There have been many great names that have graced the face of boxing world with their presence, but some more than others. Watch this next video we have made about 10 top toughest boxers of all time, ranked and explained.